Money FM 89.3. Best of Friday Night Live. Friday Night Fibbing.
Yes, it is indeed. It's that time again where you and Dan have to decide whether I am telling the truth with the story I'm about to tell, or it is indeed Friday Night Fibbing. And this is how you do it. Dan will ask me questions. You will ask me questions. Just send in your questions. WhatsApp 88550893. It's an interrogation.
It is an interrogation, and I'm going to need all the help that I can get because Neil got me the last session that we had, Friday Night Fibbing. So this week, I hope to get back at him, and hopefully we will be evenly tied for the Friday Night Fibbing. We're keeping scores, and at the end of the year, the person who loses will have to do a penalty.
Oh,
yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
And the listeners are going to decide what the penalty is?
Listeners, you will decide on the penalty. And we promise you we will do it. And it will be posted on all of our social media platforms.
Brilliant. Okay, mums, dads, children, if you're in the cars, take out the phones, not the person driving. WhatsApp 88550893. Listen to my story, then send in some questions.
Yes.
Here we go. This is my story.
Yes.
I, Neil Humphreys, once got stuck in a lift with a Hollywood actor from a Marvel superhero movie while I was mostly naked and soaking wet.
Swimming, first thought. Seems believable. Okay, first question. Who is this Marvel character?
Well, funny you should ask. Do you remember, and this is when you say, I was only 3 years old, but do you remember the Fantastic Four movies?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Not the recent one, the one before.
Back when Chris Evans was...
Correct.
Yeah.
There was a British actor who played the leader, the stretchy one.
The stretchy one, yeah.
Reed Richards, I think they
Reed
call
Richards,
it.
yeah.
Right? Mr. Fantastic or something,
yes,
right?
Yes, that's the one.
The boss.
The boss.
British guy. Welsh, I think he's Welsh.
Okay.
His name is a funny spelling, but I think it's pronounced Johan Grufford or something.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
his name.
He was the boss of the Fantastic Fours. And I interviewed him. And I'd actually, funny story, I'd actually seen him just before. I interviewed him in Australia.
Yeah.
This was when I lived in Australia. And I saw him shopping just before the interview.
Okay.
And then we have the interview. And he's very nice and pleasant and sweet. And I interview him and all the Fantastic Four and go back to my room. And my day is done. So I'm thinking, right, good day, interview some Hollywood stars, Marvel, superheroes, whatever. I'll go swimming, like you said. You were correct. And it was a funny time of the day, like not quite dinner time, but after lunch when most people are out in the hotel.
Okay.
I thought, no one's around. So I go swimming, and it's an indoor pool in this hotel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I forget my dressing gown from my room.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, I'm only on the fifth or sixth floor.
Yeah.
And when I went down, nobody was in the lift.
Yes.
So I'll just jump out of the lift quick. I'll jump out of the pool quickly towel myself down.
Yeah.
Why I didn't take the towel with me, I do not know. I just quickly toweled myself and I thought, that's right, I remember now. I knew I was going to get straight in the shower, right? So there's no point drying off, right? Because I'm just going to... So I just quickly with the towel. I don't know what is, right? And what are you laughing for? And I do the quick. So I give myself a quick dry, but not a proper dry.
Yeah.
But I'm only in the lift, and I was sopping wet.
Yeah.
I get in the lift, and it's like a sitcom. I open the door, and he's standing there with his very young, attractive agent, PR, whatever they call him, personal manager. And I get in this lift. Now, you have to picture this. I'm 6'4", 1.93 meters.
It's hard to miss you.
Exactly. And it's a small lift. Nobody else is in the lift. And what happens then? I'm only in these shorts, these skimpy shorts, and they're dripping. So I instinctively fold my arms, right?
Yes.
To cover my nipples, right?
Okay.
But it's so weird because you don't stand like that.
Yeah.
I'm miming it now. I'm standing there with
Did you guys acknowledge each other?
Well, of course, because we had to. You would do even if you didn't know each other because it's such a confined space. You know that awkwardness in a lift, HDB, you nod, you say hello.
Yeah.
Especially if it's just two of you, not lots of you. So we sort of said, hello, going for dinner? Yeah, soon. And then I realised that the girl, his assistant, was getting a little bit sort of smirking a bit, and I realised this is a very unnatural way to stand.
And then she poked fun at you.
No, she did. Ah, that's right. I remember now. That's right. I was really... No, listen.
So you remember now?
My shorts were really dripping, like really dripping onto the floor. And I had no shoes on. I was barefoot. I had no shoes on. So I'm standing there with Mr. Fantastic, whatever, from the Fantastic Four. And so then I decide to kind of try and wring them out.
Yeah.
So now
in the lift?
Yeah, so now I'm not wringing them out, but I'm rubbing the top of my thighs.
Okay.
So now I'm standing half naked, leaning towards this young woman and Mr. Fantastic, and I'm sort of rubbing my thighs at them, looking slightly weird, trying to stop the... And then, of course, I realise my nipples are out again, and then we continue to make small talk, and then... To make it worse, they get out before me because they're only going to the lobby, so it's like 1 or 2 floors. It wasn't that long.
Yeah.
And then as they get out, just as the doors close, I hear them burst out laughing. And then I carry on going back to my room.
Oh.
What do you think, folks?
What an embarrassing story, Neil.
WhatsApp 88550893. Give me some questions. Am I telling the truth or did I just make it all up?
Okay. I'm going to need some help on this because, to be honest, I think it's believable. And I'm leaning towards the truth side.
Good.
But the issue is that
always
you
tell the
brought
truth.
up the towel thing.
Yeah.
That threw me off a little bit.
Yeah.
And like, for someone
Why?
like you, I don't think you would be, silly enough to not bring the towel along with you as you're going down.
No. The swimming pool had towels. I said that.
Yeah, and you could bring it down with you to your room.
Or go up. I mean, the pool was in the basement. But I could
I'll go up.
Right, yeah. All right, fair enough. But
Okay,
see, no, what happened was, you forget that. What happened was, I was going straight into the shower.
Correct.
They didn't have showers. At least I couldn't see the showers. They didn't have showers in the swimming pool.
But it's like...
And even if I showered in the pool, I still didn't have my clothes. So I thought, I don't want the chlorine, so I'll just go straight back up, then shower, then change.
But it would have been cold if you entered the lift and, the hotel with the aircon and everything.
It was freezing.
Yeah.
I mean, my nipples were like shards of ice.
Okay. Gotta keep it PG here.
Of course.
Okay.
But what was I saying? Yeah, so I didn't want to shower.
Okay.
And I should have taken... You're right, that is a good point. Well observed, detective. A Squid Game man.
Yeah.
I should have taken the towel up with me.
I thought you would have taken the towel
That was
off,
the rookie thing. Now I think about it.
I mean, like the part where, the assistant and Reed Richards, the part where you talked about and you described how they were staring at you and how they were like, laughing
Making
and
small
all
talk,
that. That's believable,
yeah.
right?
Well, the whole thing's the truth.
Okay.
I mean, lucky that. You see the Fantastic Four, if you remember that movie. I'm just glad it was him and not Jessica Alba.
Oh, that would have been
That would have been seriously embarrassing because I interviewed her as well. And she was really famous in Singapore.
So this happened in Singapore?
No, this happened in Australia.
In Australia?
Sydney, Australia.
Okay. And you guys happened to be living in the same hotel?
Not living. I was interviewed. Yeah. Because in the good old days when media still paid lots of money, we used to get flown to interview movie stars.
I like to fly overseas as well.
That used to be part of my job. I used to get flown to fly to the US.
Flown to fly.
Flown to fly. I was hoping you'd miss that. See, I'm such a well-spoken journalist.
I may be lacking sleep, but...
We used to get flown to fly.
To Australia.
To overseas countries. You see what I did there? All countries are overseas. And to interview movie stars and footballers and whatever. So... Yes.
Okay, here's the thing. Now, I've got a few comments coming in.
All right, what do you think, folks? WhatsApp 88550893. Am I telling the truth? Send me some questions. Interrogate me.
Now, Fu Chiren
said,
did Eon, is that his name? Eon?
Yeah, it's a weird... Yeah, I think it's pronounced Yoan. It's a Welsh name. Yeah. I may be wrong. Yoan Gruffin.
And his PA looked at you and sniggered, it's cold out there, eh?
Hey... I have my shorts on, and it's a PG show.
Yes, it's a PG show.
Yes, I was very cold. That's all I'm saying.
Now, and we've got another one from James.
Hello, James.
James said that he thinks it's true.
It is true, James.
Because he says that he remembered. Now, James, hang on. I'll stop you there.
Who is James? Who is James?
No. He says this and you said that you remembered. Now, James, hang on. There are a lot of things that Neil remembers and a lot of lies that he can come up with, okay? So before we argue that that's true, I think I'm going to lean more towards the false side. I don't know. There's something about me that's pulling me there. My gut feeling is usually not wrong. So... I'm a bit stuck on this one, and we got to make a decision soon. So, you know what, Neil?
Yeah.
I think for today's Friday Night Fibbing, because of the fact that you could have brought the towel with you, and it might have been someone else and not the Marvel character, I'm going to go with false.
Dan. Yes, this week
Yeah.
I was telling
Yes.
the truth.
Oh, man.
Yes. Every single word of that story was true.
What, the robbing and all that?
Everything. I did not change anything. I was embarrassed. I got into the lift. Johan Grufford was there. I had just interviewed him 2 hours earlier. His assistant, agent, PR, whatever, was with him. We had this very excruciating small talk when I realized my nipples were exposed.
Yep.
So I tried to cover them. And then I realized I was soaking the floor. So I started to rub my legs and it looked very disturbing. And then when they went out before me, they closed the doors and I just heard them laugh as the doors closed.
You know what, James? I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. But yes, he remembered. And you know what? From now on, I'm going to listen to our listeners and the response that they have. But there you have it, Neil. 2 out of 0.
I'm
I'll
on
take
a
that
roll, my
loss.
folks.
You know what?
I'm on a roll. My life is stranger
Yeah.
than fiction.
To listen to the full interview, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio, at the App Store and Google Play.